Hello, Dave.
Hello.
That sounds very nice.
Yes, it's yeah, we've got a Roland Juno 6. I've just fitted a very old MIDI retrofit to, which was bought in 1987 and has never been fitted before.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Uh,
a 1980 synth with a 1987 retrofit
Yeah.
being put in 2018.
18.
If I was good at maths, I could do something like that, but I'm not going to. So, but it's still everything still works.
Everything still works. Yes, yes. It's what happened is the person who bought it ignored the instructions about not drilling the holes in the back without taking the circuit board out.
Right. What sort of fool would do that?
I don't know. It
would be terrible if that was somebody.
it would
knew
be
really, well.
really embarrassing if
Yeah.
you were related to them. Really,
That would be the worst.
yeah, that would be as bad as it
public
gets.
humiliation.
But anyway, yes, the holes were drilled. The circuit board was was damaged, and the whole thing was mended and then put away and not fitted. So yes, it's just been done.
So the mysterious person who owned it sort of didn't actually kill it.
No. It was mended as a working synth again, but the retrofit wasn't taken any further.
So you've been able to.
Yes,
put it
yes, I checked it over. It's all working still. It's a fairly simple to fit. It depends on attaching to this socket here, which is already there.
Almost as if they were preparing it for.
Well, I think what happened is the 60s have got a patch memory, and that attaches to the socket there. So I presume they were making up the same board for 60s and 60s.
Would that
for
mean
a
that
while.
if you had a memory board, you could attach it to a Juno 6? Or
Possibly.
dim?
It's possible.
Okay.
Yeah. It's I wouldn't say I've never done it, so I wouldn't say it's 100% possible, but it might well be. It's
Not that.
not
being
that
able to
there's a
remember
lot.
Patches is a deal breaker for a Juno 6.
No,
Is it?
no, I actually can't be. I mean, this won't. The MIDI on this is very basic. It's just note on and off, and so it won't. You can't load or save patches or anything or adjust anything else. But I actually prefer fiddling with the Juno 6s. I think that I don't think you need a patch memory really.
It's a more creative way of playing around. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you can always draw a picture of where you've got things. If
Yeah,
you
I
really
find
want
with
to.
patches, I end up just sort of rehearsing patch after patch after patch after patch.
Yeah, yes, and
you never get anywhere.
you never really change them much either.
That's true.
People get. I actually know someone who can listen. He's a commercial producer, and he can listen to a piece of music these days and say, yeah, they use those plug-in instruments and those presets, and 3/4 of the time he's spot on.
Wow.
You know, it's because they all sound the same.
The sound design that sort of comes out of those companies seems to sort of dominate, doesn't it? They'll produce a sound set, and then that'll be the sound in the
That's
next
it,
year or
yeah.
so. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So
But,
I can see there's a little new red button.
Yes, that's it's important not to lose the paperwork that comes with it, because obviously with MIDI there's lots of settings and things. So to set, you can split the keyboard, you can set different MIDI channels, you can select Omni mode or whatever. But in order to do that, you've got to hold that down and press the right button. Make sure I've got it turned off, and press the right button at this end of the keyboard, and this tells you where they all are. And some things like changing MIDI channels, you've got to hold that down, select that button, and then press the right one down this end as well. So it's Yeah, and of course when you switch it off and on again, it resets to normal. So you've got to,
Right.
if you change it, you've got to change it every time.
Tedious.
But yeah, the basic setting will cover most things. It's
And it's pretty much just note on, note off. There's no.
it's
other,
note on, note
yeah.
off, and note number. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all you get. I don't think it even does pitch bend. Oh, it does do pitch bend, yes, because one of these things is you set how far your pitch bend goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's also got. This was obviously designed for the 6 or the 60, although why you'd want to add it to the 60, which has already got MIDI, I don't know.
Oh.
But you can choose, the 660 has got their own proprietary slots for connecting to things.
Okay.
And with this you can select that.
Right.
But of course the Juno 6 hasn't got one, so... yeah, that's a bit odd. That why you would bother.
It was all a bit
fitting
peculiar
one.
back then. I suppose,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Was the 60 the first MIDI Roland synth? Maybe.
Not sure.
No, I'm not sure actually.
Yeah.
It was very early though. Wasn't
It was very
kind of-
early one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was the first, but it's
It was all still a bit Wild West.
yeah.
Maybe around there.
Yes, it's because it's yeah, you can't actually, although you can save patches on the 60, if you want to, you can't transmit them and save them over MIDI. You've actually got to do that using tape, using the tape output.
Those were the days.
Those were the days. Yeah. Although it still works, you can still save whole banks of patches and just as audio on the sequencer,
Right.
and just
Yeah.
feed them in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So here we are, Juno 6.
Juno 6
Back to life
and a bit.
full MIDI action, and plugged into the Korg, the trusty Korg SQ1.
Yeah, the trusty Korg SQ1. You
Making
get there,
it do
great fun.
Fun stuff.
Yeah,
And,
this
just
was-
then you had it running.
I had it running this really. If you run this really slowly, hang on, let's turn it on again. What I was doing is running the sequencer really slowly. That's too slowly. No, it got unplugged.
I'll unplug it in.
Yeah. And then turn on the arpeggio and the hold button.
Here we go.
When you go, can you turn that up?
Yep.
Great fun.
Gonna have a coffee and you've
Yeah.
written another hit. Nice one. Okay, well, hurrah for the Juno, and we've got some more coming up.
Yep,
More
yeah,
films.
got some exciting things coming up,
We have, haven't we?
which
Yeah,
we can't talk about yet.
Can't talk about them. They're too exciting. But if you want to see those when they come, subscribe and all that kind of
All
stuff.
the other stuff,
Yeah,
you know.
you're supposed to say at the end of YouTube videos.
Write letters.
That's it. Postcards, stamped addressed envelope to us here
Yeah.
at YouTube. Okay, thank you then. Bye.
Bye.